Bitcoin is still consolidating, and it's a fact that we are about to be breaking out because this consolidation phase where we are currently sitting in is about to be ending. And whenever it ends, we are going to be seeing that next explosive breakout on Bitcoin. And yes, it could still potentially last for another, what is it? Maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days. But one thing is for sure. We are about to be having an enormous breakout, and whenever it is going to be happening, we're going to be seeing a massive squeeze. So in today's update video, of course, we'll be talking about the squeeze. I will be talking about the descending bouldering wedge Bitcoin is currently creating, about the inverse and the shoulders pattern, and of course, I will be talking about what I'm currently expecting is happening next for Bitcoin. I will keep this video very short because, yes, most things I've already discussed in previous videos, because there's just not a lot of stuff happening right now in the Bitcoin price action. So don't forget to slap that like button on today's update video and let me jump straight away in towards the content. Because yes, what is maybe one of the most important patterns is indeed this very important symmetrical triangle pattern, where we're expecting a breakout is going to be happening in the coming 2.5 days here. You can clearly see downward sloping resistance line is getting created, upward sloping support line is also getting created, and basically Bitcoin is consolidating in the exact consolidation phase which I just mentioned. And if I will be looking at the price target of a potential breakout, if Bitcoin were to be breaking bullish, we're going to be going up towards levels around 73 to 72,000 US dollars, basically towards the new all-time high. And if we were to be seeing a breakdown for this trend here, Bitcoin would be breaking down towards $52,000, which is also a highly anticipated target, which is sitting on the lower side. So be prepared. Those are the two targets I am currently looking at. And whenever we break either support or whether we either break a resistance, that is going to be the point where most likely that level is going to be next year. So we're seeing that on the bigger perspective of it all, we're still holding up that 60k level of support, which is one of the most important levels, by far the most important levels of this consolidation phase for Bitcoin right here. And potentially we're creating a higher low structure, but in order to confirm the higher low on Bitcoin, we want to be seeing that break above the previous high in the market, which is currently sitting around 63.2k. So as long as we're not breaking above that level, I will also take this with a grain of salt, and most likely Bitcoin is still going to be breaking bearish. But of course, that also comes together with the downward sloping resistance line we need to be breaking above of if we were to be breaking bullish or whatsoever on Bitcoin. And of course, if we break above the red box, I believe that the next targets are going to be laying around the all-time high for Bitcoin. So if we break above this red box right here, the next target is going to be sitting around 74,000 US dollars. Important to be paying attention towards and important to be looking at right now. Also, we can see that the most important support box of this entire trend is of course clearly 60.4k. So far, it has been providing very strong support on Bitcoin, and if we break below it, that is the point I will be starting to get worried. But as long as we're not breaking below it, I don't really believe there's a big reason to be worrying on Bitcoin right now. We're creating a very significant downward sloping resistance line here on the 12-hour time frame. Together with the horizontal support, we're basically seeing Bitcoin creating a descending triangle. And this pattern is also going to be breaking out anytime soon. Basically, how are you going to be approaching it? It doesn't matter. But one thing is for sure, there's going to be an enormous breakout on Bitcoin anytime soon. So make sure to be paying attention towards that for sure. So we are currently creating potentially that higher low structure on the 4-hourly time frame. If we break the downward sloping resistance line right here, we're breaking that downward sloping trend line on the 4-hourly time frame, also confirming the breakout of the inverse hand and shoulders pattern. And basically what I want to be pointing out is that if we break above the downward sloping resistance line, or especially if we break above that previous high in the market right here, we're basically confirming that we're entering a higher low structure, and that is just going to be a very bullish structure for Bitcoin that is going to be likely continuing. So that is basically what I want to be pointing out. There could be a very big trend reversal if Bitcoin breaks above the resistance right now, and of course likewise if we break the support, we're going to be most likely see Bitcoin dump even further towards the downside. So funding rates remain to be negative, which is of course quite a bullish signal that we currently have in the market, because it means that the majority of the traders are actually trading short. And with the liquidity being built up above us, we're expecting that of course the most likeliest direction Bitcoin is going to go towards is going to go towards the upside. And if we're going to be looking at the liquidation heat map, you can clearly see that the majority of the liquidity is being built above us and not below us. So that is why it is going to be likely that Bitcoin is actually going to be going towards the upside instead of lower. And if you want to be joining this trade, just like I am currently doing so. You could currently claim a free $200 trade on Bybit for making a $100 deposit if you go to the link description of today's video. And be on high alert, you could just easily withdraw your $100 that you're depositing on the exchange as well. So basically, you're getting a free $200 if you right now sign up an account using that link below. Deposit $100 and you can withdraw it, and you will be getting a free $200 trade. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check it out in the link description of today's video, where you could be claiming it. But basically, on the bigger perspective of it all we're still waiting for, I mean, I can come back towards any other point, but all we're waiting for right now is the breakout. Because for the last, what is it, let me say this correctly, for the last, what is it, like 11 days, Bitcoin has been consolidating sideways. There has not been really anything happening on Bitcoin, and just that moment, once we're going to be breaking above this downward sloping resistance line, that is going to be the point. We're going to be seeing a big squeeze here. Bitcoin is just consolidating. It is in a massive, massive consolidation phase. Look at this. If we're zooming out, Bitcoin is going sideways for over 75 days here. And usually these sideways consolidation phases, they don't last for so long. So we are going to be having a breakout any moment right now. And whenever we're going to be having a breakout, that is going to be the point where we're going to be seeing the ultimate volatility hit the markets. And I believe that this is not the time to be flipping bearish. I think that ultimately we're going to be going higher. We're currently indeed trading in a slight little downtrend, but we are starting to see the first reversal signs of a higher low, of course, and the price getting squeezed up, liquidity being built up above us, funding rates going negative. So for me, it's a very interesting signal that we are most likely going to be going higher. So make sure to make your own opinion, but I am currently trading this breakout long because I think it's going to be breaking bullish. But of course, you need to make your own opinion about it. So this is it for me in today's update video. Like I said in the beginning of the video, there's just not a lot of things changing right now in the market. So for me, it's extremely hard to make this video. I just gave you an update about all the things I'm thinking right now here. So don't forget to slap that like button, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.